Imagine this. You're cruising down a winding road, the engine purring beneath you, the wind in your hair, and the thrill of the open road ahead. You grip the wheel tightly, feeling the precision and power of every turn. This is the essence of driving a Porsche, a brand that has come to embody the very spirit of sports cars. But did you know that this iconic car company has a complicated past, with ties to one of the darkest chapters in human history? While many of us are familiar with the glamorous world of Porsche, few know about the company's origins and its involvement with the Nazi regime. And if you are one of those few ones, this video's for you. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating story of Porsche and explore its relationship with Nazism. We will also show you how the company's grappled with its past in the decades since. Let's get started. It was a warm evening in September 2009. Porsche was all set to celebrate the 100th birthday of Ferdinand Porsche, the guy who designed the first Porsche sports car. But then, local newspapers started publishing excerpts from a new book that shed light on Porsche's dark past. It was a shocking revelation for all. Turns out, the company had some pretty close ties to the Nazi Party, and even worse, they employed hundreds of forced laborers in their German factories during World War II. It was wild news that made headlines and overshadowed the world-famous automotive brand for months. So, is it true? Does Porsche really have some strong ties with Nazism? Let's find out. It all started in the early 20th century when a young engineer named Ferdinand Porsche began working for an automotive company in Austria. He quickly gained a reputation as a brilliant designer, and in 1931 he founded his own engineering consulting firm, which later became known as Porsche AG. But it was not long before Porsche's talents caught the eye of Adolf Hitler and the Nazi regime. Hitler was a passionate car enthusiast, and he saw the potential for Porsche's engineering expertise to be put to use for the benefit of the German war machine. During World War II, Porsche AG became one of the most important suppliers of military vehicles to the Nazi regime. Ferdinand Porsche personally designed a number of key vehicles, including the Tiger tank and the infamous Volkswagen Beetle, which was designed to be affordable for the average German worker, but also served as a propaganda tool for the regime. But the relationship between Porsche and the Nazis was not a simple one. While Ferdinand Porsche was certainly motivated by financial gain and a desire for professional success, there's evidence to suggest that he was also conflicted about his involvement with the Nazis. His son, Ferdinand Porsche, later recalled that his father was not a Nazi, but rather an engineer who was trying to do his job. Before we move on and tell you about what happened to Porsche and its founder after the war ended, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button to watch more amazing videos like this. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when we post new videos. Now, let's continue. After the war, Ferdinand Porsche was arrested for the charges of war crimes. He was accused of war efforts and having a personal friendship with Adolf Hitler. So, while Ferdinand was on trial, his son, Ferdinand Porsche, took care of their legacy. After facing some obstacles, the Porsche family was finally able to establish its brand as a leader in the automotive industry. In the decades since, Porsche has become a symbol of luxury, performance, and innovation. But as you know, the company has also had to grapple with its past. In recent years, Porsche has publicly acknowledged its ties to the Nazi regime and has made efforts to confront and learn from its history. It's funded an independent study of its past to further understand its roots. The story of Porsche is a complicated one, full of highs and lows, triumphs and tragedies, but it's also a story of innovation, perseverance, and the enduring power of engineering excellence. By confronting its past and acknowledging the mistakes of its founders, Porsche has shown that even the most complex and controversial histories can be faced head-on and learned from. As we continue to look to the future of the automotive industry, we could take inspiration from the story of Porsche and its ongoing quest for excellence and accountability. What are your thoughts about it? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.